This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wildcard weekend on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's caught left side by Judy. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw, Watson. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year. And he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Open man. He completes it to Judy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on his opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Watson now to throw. That is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trayvon Walker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Lawrence will throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the left side with ETN. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
ETN. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more ETN, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuffed behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. In motion right is Davis. They'll try to run with ETN. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Travis Etienne. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 84 yards. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to hit. As it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Ford will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Moore, the man in motion. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he can make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And finally taken down at the 34. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down and 8. A give to Etienne running right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's 3rd and 3. A handoff running left is Etienne. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Lawrence being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw is Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the... Second and 9. Watson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into...
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11. Here's Watson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
A handoff for Etienne. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Etienne once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Etienne with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Watson.
Completes to Njoku.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Here's Watson.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for two scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Watson to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's 1st down. To throw, Watson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10.
Watson.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Watson now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Foyesade and Urican. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know,